Terminal Velocity was released in 1994. This is directed by Deran Sarafian, written by David Twohy. I apologise if I've mispronounced any of those names. And we have a cast including Charlie Sheen, Christopher McDonald, and various others. And I wanted to watch this for Charlie Sheen. I read the description on IMDb, which I will share in a moment, and I kind of just thought this sounds like something that will not appeal to me at all. But it turns out I wasn't as uninterested as I expected. There were quite a lot of aspects of this that I actually really enjoyed. So the description from IMDb, and this is what I had going into the film, is as follows. A maverick skydiver and a former KGB agent team up to stop the Russian mafia from stealing gold. Nothing about that appeals to me. I could not care less. However, the narrative was pretty interesting. Trying to judge it as objectively as possible, I feel like it's well written, the pacing is very good, it seems to have a lot to offer. The aspects that I found interesting, I think, came from the pacing. There were some really fast-paced, much more intense moments, and those are the aspects that I really enjoyed. But the main reason I felt like it was easy enough to be engaged with the narrative is because I cared about the characters. I wasn't necessarily emotionally invested in their journeys, but I found them to be well written, interesting, with some good performances there. So following their journeys, even if I wasn't that bothered about the specifics of the plot, it was still quite a decent experience. And we have some great action, some brilliant action scenes that are really quite fascinating to watch and a lot of fun. So I thought I would be kind of bored. I would just be watching it to tick it off of my list of Charlie Sheen films. And this is one of the great things about watching an actor's entire filmography, particularly when they've got quite a diverse range of films there, because I will come across films that I will never ever have considered. And I might enjoy it more than I thought. That's not to say I loved it, but I can't really fault it. Obviously, if it is your kind of film, you will have very different expectations. You might love it, you might hate it. I'd love to know what you think. Personally, I neither loved nor hated it. It was fine, slightly better for me than I expected. Visually, it's a very satisfying film. Do I recommend it? I would say give it a go. Certainly if it sounds like your kind of film. If it doesn't sound like your kind of film, but you're willing to try something, then maybe Terminal Velocity is worth watching. I doubt I'd ever watch it a second time, but based on personal preference, it exceeded my expectations. We also have a great narrative, well-written, believable characters, solid performances, a nice amount of action, visually satisfying too. Terminal Velocity is definitely not a bad film.